Thank you very much, Shaida, and a pleasant good night to the general public and all those who are listening via various means. I want to thank the Honorable Prime Minister for giving us the opportunity to be here with him and this panel to discuss our national response to the crisis that we are presently facing. Tonight, I wish to update the public on our comprehensive national response to the COVID-19 pandemic and our preparation for the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season. During this crucial and critical period in which we face a dual hazard environment. Before I do so, please allow me to recognize the Mitigation Council chairs, in that of the Honorable Attorney General, Mr. Vincent Byron Jr., and the co-chair, the Honorable Wendy Phipps, and also the members and staff of the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMO, and my colleagues on the National COVID-19 Task Force. The 2021 Atlantic hurricane season began on the 1st of June, with the season being initially classified as an above-average season with 13 to 20 named storms, 6 to 10 classified as potential hurricanes with wind upwards of 75 miles per hour, and 3 to 5 major hurricane outlined. Now, some of you who may be watching the National Hurricane Center's posting on Facebook or on the website would have noticed that we have 2 systems in the Atlantic presently. And during this lockdown, we have been receiving a lot of calls and concerns. Let me just advise you. 1. Invest 95, which is a tropical wave that is 650 miles east of the Lesser Antilles, is presently traveling at 20 to 25 miles per hour, which is likely to reach the Lesser Antilles by Wednesday night. Invest 95 could bring heavy rainfall to parts of the Lesser Antilles within the next few days. However, please note that the chance of this forming into a storm is 20 to 30%. What does that mean for us? There could be minimal impact to us here in St. Kitts and Nevis, as it will be passing hopefully south of us. However, let me just caution that weather is dynamic and things may change from hour to hour. The second system, identified as Invest 97, is a tropical wave located 900 miles southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands, and it continues to show signs of organization. However, the system may develop within the next few days as it travels west-northwest at 20 miles per hour, so it's traveling much slower. And the chance for formation, it's approximately 20 to 40% within the next 5 days. Mr. Elmo Burke, Senior Met Officer, would have, at the St. Kitts Met Office, would have made a presentation to the National COVID-19 Task Force on the present weather condition in the Atlantic. And in this regard, the National COVID-19 Task Force will be making some recommendations to the Cabinet to potentially allow certain businesses to open during the days of limited operations, so that persons can procure necessary materials to show their homes and surrounding if such a threat arises. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now shift to the purpose of the lockdown and the restrictions implemented by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. Let us take a look at the corridor of containment. On the 1st of May, the Honorable Prime Minister added an extra layer of protection by announcing that every passenger entering the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis must be fully vaccinated. Allow me to share some figures with you to show you that this measure is one of the measures that has strengthened our corridor of containment. Case in point, to date, from the opening of our borders on the 31st of October to the 27th of June 2021, we have had 9,423 persons arrive in our shores. That includes nationals, expatriates, and also visitors. 8,868 on St. Kitts, 555 on Nevis. Equally so, departures for the same said period and St. Kitts, we would have had 8,200 persons depart St. Kitts, 635 depart Nevis, for a total of 8,835 persons. From the 1st to the 31st of May 2021, since the announcement, we have not seen any significant change in the passengers' arrival. For example, we saw 553 arrivals, which kept this as the normal, and we saw 591 arrivals. We continue to reduce the risk of associated with the borders being open. The travel advisories against Brazil, United Kingdom, India, and South Africa are one of the measures that has helped strengthen our corridor of containment. Let us now look at what is being done by the quarantine sites and vacation in place. Let me take this opportunity to thank the general managers, owners, and corporate partners from the hotel sector. In particular, the Park Hyatt, Mr. Mark Schneider, who has taken the bold step of having his staff living in the hotel until we are over this particular lockdown. Equally so, Mr. Darren Thompson and his team at the Royal St. Kitts Hotel, Miss Anna McNutt and her team at the St. Kitts Marriott Hotel, Miss Mara Gums and Coy, and we have to thank Coy for the efforts that they are doing by honoring the commitments to the OTI Hotel by providing nationals and residents with affordable prices for them to be able to quarantine. Equally so, we have Miss Claudia Sanchez from St. Kitts Marriott Vacation Club, who has been doing an excellent job in ensuring that the St. Kitts tourism product maintains its value. We also have Ocean's Edge, Miss Denise Wilson, who also has a team in-house. Sergeant Sophia Henry, who manages the OTI on behalf of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. And Nevis, we also want to thank the Four Seasons Resort, Miss Yvette Henry Thomas, who continues to provide support even though she's in Nevis. And equally so, Miss Camilla Stahl of the Paradise Beach Resort. Ladies and gentlemen, it's critically important that we highlight the commitment and the partnership and corporate responsibility being displayed by these particular business places. I want to bring to your attention what we have been doing in terms of the social assistance program being rolled out by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. To date, I want to provide some figures. As of the 20th of June, there were 1,890 persons that have benefited from care packages, that's food care packages. 302 households has benefited, and these households are households of persons who were in quarantine or isolation. 169 persons benefited from who are classified under the reduced income or unemployment classification. Today alone, 63 food care packages were delivered. 200 hot meals were delivered on Sunday to various families around the island. The Ministry of Social Services wishes to extend profound gratitude to the citizens, community groups, churches, NGOs, public and private sector that have contributed to the social service assistance program. Allow me to just list a few: the Moravian Church, the Rotary Club of St. Kitts, Best Buy, Odi Brisbane and Sons, Mickey's Hope, who gave 87 bags and food items, Berry Egg Farm donated eggs, Mr. Politics, as a citizen, gave $400 of his hard-earned money during this critical time. I also want to acknowledge a farmer, Ras Tubal, from Phillips's, who would have given a bag of onion. The St. Kitts Backyard Association and the Time for Us has provided toiletries. It is very important that we come on board. Persons seeking assistance from the social assistance program, please contact the following numbers: 662-5993, 662-5539, and this number is WhatsAppable, and also 662-7710, 662-6473. One of the greatest needs expressed by the Ministry of Social Services and Gender Affairs is cold storage. So if you have cold storage, if you have a deep freezer in which you can assist the social services, we welcome your assistance. And this is for non-perishable items. We request non-perishable items or dry goods, cloth bags or reusable shopping bags, and small plastic bags for flour and sugar. In addition to food care packages, Social Security has indicated as part of our national response that they will be assisting persons with food vouchers for the sum of $200. 1,000 vouchers will be issued on St. Kitts and 250 on Nevis. The National Emergency Management Agency district volunteers have been collecting the information of vulnerable persons or persons affected or impacted by the lockdown thus far. They have been walking through the communities collecting this information. Please contact the district managers and NEMO to register for this assistance. Please visit the NEMO website, or as you can see on the screen, call or contact one of the district managers or volunteers. Persons desirous of assisting with the contribution of these goods, please contact social services or deliver the non-perishable food packages to the basement of the Antioch Church at Limekiln, Bastille. As part of our national response as well, because it's not just about the virus, it's not just about the impact on our social or economic, it's a general response. We continue to see all of government's approach, all of society approach. In this regard, I want to inform the general public that the Labor Department continues to support this national response by continuing to work assiduously to fulfill the claims made by persons who are due severance payment. In this regard, the Labor Commissioner has advised us that $36.6 million have been paid out in claims. 2,295 claims have been filed in 2020. To date, 2,322 claims against 2,429 claims were received. The total number of claims, therefore, that have been paid out to date is 2,295. That means that only 29 claims are awaiting payment. I want to commend the work and commitment by the officers in the Labor Department, as this is part and parcel of the response to this particular crisis. Today, we would have been engaged by the Ministry of Education as I ask of you, citizens, to pray for our students who are undertaking exams. The Ministry of Education continues its partnership with the National COVID-19 Task Force to ensure that we create a safe and conducive environment for the success of our students. Today, Mr. Vincent Hodge would have indicated the challenges and successes of the students performing these exams during this time of crisis. We must report to you that we are satisfied that everything is going satisfactory. We are prepared for the first port of call by Celebrity Millennium and also Odyssey, the Odyssey cruise ships. These cruise ships were scheduled to come to St. Kitts and Nevis. Regrettably, the outbreak happened, and this has delayed the arrival of these ships. I want to assure our tourism sector workers that are dependent on these sectors that their livelihoods are not forgotten. We are working assiduously to ensure that we develop robust protocols to ensure that you have a safe working environment once these ships arrive. We have also been engaged by the social services today at our National COVID-19 Task Force meetings. We were also engaged by Mr. Elmo Burke. We were also engaged by the Nevis Culturama Committee, because we are hoping that we can restore the country to its normalcy. Let me just say in ending that we will be building resilience. We will build back stronger. We will build back better, and we will become a resilient nation. With that said, we would await your questions so that we can engage you and hopefully answer them appropriately. Thank you.